You're listening to the Arcane Focus Network. Previously on Star Raiders, you feel yourself awaken. You feel like yourself again. It is gone. This darkness within you.
Thank you. Appreciate what you did for me. Well, you all did.
2 days before they reach Absalom Station.
Oh my gosh.
What you're inferring from this is it's saying that it's some kind of gate. You think this might actually link up and be an entry onto the ship.
Oh.
Wow.
So on your way back from the temple, you stop by the hive markets, do a quick little bit of shopping, and are you now planning on heading back to the Calderon estate?
Before we left the temple, Bosun just stops before stepping out the door, and he turns back and looks back at the... I don't know, I'm not a real church guy, so the altar?
Yeah.
Is that where or the pulpit or something? Or like the big display, the big Sarin Ray display?
Yeah, there's like the Sarin Ray symbol is at the front. And, it's almost on like
made
a
out
dais.
of wood or stone.
It's a
or
neon
something.
sign.
Flickering.
Pray.
Yeah.
There's a humble effigy on a dais.
On a dais. Okay. Yeah, Bosun turns back, stares at the effigy for a few seconds, and then you notice as like the camera zooms in, he's got a symbol in his hand. He's pulled a chain out from underneath his shirt, and he's just kind of rubbing this symbol of Sarin Ray between his fingers. And he just kind of nods and then turns to leave.
Yeah.
Astra's walking out, rubbing her biceps, feeling real sore after holding that box.
Holding
for
the
so
box.
long. Damn that prep.
I'm just turning to... Deacon turns to Sawbones, is just like recounting everything. It was like, and then you all were there, and you were all beams of light. And then I said something so sweet to Ferrari, and he was like, oh no, I'm a dream construct. And I was like, and then I shot him. It was crazy. You should have been there. I feel like you were. You were all dreaming.
Oh, look, I nodded off for a little bit, and I saw some of what you're talking about, but I was like I was somebody else. It was really unusual. It was really strange.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy.
for the last portion, you guys were legitimately there. Like your consciousness was crossed over into that realm.
We were like supporting Deacon while he was...
It was crazy.
The power of friendship, right?
Yeah.
There was a whole fight sequence that, oh my god, if that were the final battle, that'd be interminable. The amount of times I rolled below a 20. It was awful. Straight up.
Hopefully you don't have
similar to the last time.
Yeah. Similar, but if it could feel longer when you wait, it felt it was fun. It was epic. There was a puzzle solving element. Crazy.
Sound like you were really in your element there, Deacon. Great job.
Thanks, man. Still feels like when you're saying nice things, you're not saying nice things. Like it's sarcastic a little bit.
I mean it with the most amount of genuineness that I can muster while using this voice.
You still, I guess it's the voice that just alters it.
What are you trying to say about my voice,
what?
guy?
You're the one that said it, buddy.
Anyway, I've been accused of being sarcastic my whole life. Who cares? Let's go.
And you guys head out into the dusty street. You make way back to the car via the hive markets, a little bit of shopping, pick up a few essentials for, what might be a one-way trip. Yeah,
we did some shopping off air, and we loaded up on some healing serums.
Finally.
Oh, baby. Soulbones has got like 10 Mach 2 ceiling serums. Ceiling serums?
Healing serums. Yeah.
Ceiling
I like
serums.
to think I've got them in like a bandolier, like just vials of like of them all here.
But it's like a bandolier you can just like strap straight onto the load into your pistol and just like rapid fire them out.
I always pictured Sawbones with like a bandolier of vials.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They just start clear, and as I like wave my hand over them, they're changing different colors as they're coming out of the gun. Yeah,
that's cool. Burzin picked up a synaptic accelerator Mark II.
Mm-hmm.
Which
that sounds
I
very
put
cool.
I put into strength if I'm going to be using this sintered Thrune blade, which
you better now.
Yeah.
After you put it
So I've got a +6 to hit with this thing now with my 14 strength. But when I rage and use my cloak, I get a +4 on top of that. So I'll be hitting with a +10. Fucking
there you
look out,
go.
Xander Calderon.
You just got to hit now.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Murray. But good point. Also.
I encourage everyone to go to Will's RS so we can take care of our last will and testaments.
You can do it online.
But it'll be using our
you can,
our
but it's
flat
way
names.
better in person. You know, that face to face. That's what it's all about.
I don't have anything to
So you're
bequeath
looking
to
for a
anyone.
will. Let's go through every item individually.
Oh no, is this program being made by a gnome?
Oh, I'm real. Here, you can touch me.
Wait, are
Poke
you
my
a
belly.
gnome?
It tickles when you do.
All right,
No-
so we're
no thanks.
reporting this gnome immediately, right? For sexual harassment.
Oh, they can't catch me. I'm too wily. Are you sure you want to do this?
We recorded all of that. You just admitted to everything.
He disappears. He runs away.
Classic.
Just
Classic
disappears in a puff of
Starfinder, am I
smoke.
right? Classic Starfinder.
You guys head back to the car, and the door opens up. When you kind of get close, you've got the key with you, keyless entry sort of thing, like modern cars have. And you jump in, and you are heading back to the estate now.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I think so.
Burzin gets in, he's like, wow, it's so much more spacious without those wall rugs and floor rugs.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna
they
lift the
did say
seats
wall
back
Going
up,
to the back.
clip them back together. It takes like 5 minutes to work out how to do it.
Yeah. You gotta like flip and rotate the seats around so they're
Yeah.
facing the right way. Yeah.
So you guys make the trip back.
Yeah, and I'm like, Burzin would like to just like check the skies, or as we come up the driveway to the estate, just see if anything's changed, or if he notices any movement around the place, anything like that.
Okay, make a perception check.
That's a 15.
Things look as they did before. It's pretty quiet there. I mean, you guys got up in the morning, so I'd say it's probably, midday sort of thing, maybe just around lunchtime.
Looks clear, guys. I was checking it out. Looks good. Let's go.
Righto.
Got this show on the road.
Meat,
Or off the road.
ship, meat, ship, meat, ship,
Ship.
meat, ship, meat, ship, meat, ship, meat, ship, meat, ship.
Shall we take some bread rolls in case we get hungry? We can like carve off a bit of the ship and then put it in the
Oh my
sandwich.
God.
And
Yeah.
I feel
my
like
God.
it's got to be
Just straight into
multi-purpose,
it.
right? It probably won't be any worse than that paste that you shite thing they stuff in
hey,
your face all the
that's-
time, Burzin.
That is a great protein and carbohydrate, and it's great for mosquito bites. Okay,
Oh, aye.
maybe we need to
could
get
use it
more
to-
of that where we're
You can
going.
use it to hang those wall paintings as well as use it as glue.
Oh, hey, it's the food of 1,000 uses, right? It forms a gel or a skin when it's exposed to air for too long. You can just cover your face
Peel
in
it
it,
off.
paint it, and you can have a new face.
Or maybe we could leave some out to harden and then use that as bread to eat the meat chip with.
Hey, if that's what you're into, I'll just eat the paste. Okay.
Fair. You never know. The meat chip might be like a great delicacy. We may solve world hunger on the way through here.
I mean, the meat ship's probably made from people. You do understand this, right?
Well, are they really people? Like I thought they kind of went through a process and they were kind of like
Soylent Green.
munged down. Like, isn't it just
It's
like the
getting dark
genetic
and wrong.
material?
I
Kind of?
leave the car
I
at
don't
this
know.
moment.
It's
like chicken
I'm
nuggets.
done with
Chicken nuggets,
I just
with
drop and
that.
roll too.
With the eating the meat ship conversation.
Yeah. I look at Astra. I'm like, Jesus,
We're out.
what's going on there? All right.
So you can tell Sawbones is like quite happy with this idea, and he's like pocketed some mustard on the way through the kitchen to put on this meat chip sandwich.
And you know it's the good mustard too. It's that real good, like
the hot stuff.
Grey Poupon.
The Grey Poupon.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
All right, you guys park up the car and head back inside. What would you like to do?
Spend a bit of time on Banshee repairing. This is what I need to do. Otherwise, I'll have trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a really long time.
Okay, so what are we talking here? Like, where are we at health-wise? Because as we know, health doesn't automatically recover with a long rest.
It did not.
Yeah, but I mean, Burzen's down 3 hit points.
Okay, Astra?
So Banshee is currently at 12 hit points, I think.
Of how many?
Of 50.
Jesus.
Yeah, so Banshee's not looking great, but better than dead. So that's not too bad. And I don't know.
A stray bullet would finish
pretty
him
well. Oh man, won't that suck? And I'm down 4 hit points.
What's Sawbones sitting at HP wise? He didn't really get
Sawbones
hit.
is pretty good. So I'm 34 out of 38.
Okay, so all you guys are all pretty good. But yeah, Banshee's looking at
Banshee's
about
not good.
a fifth.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to repair it faster, but like even if I was to sit for 24 hours, it doesn't make any difference unless he's completely boned. It seems.
Oh well, let's destroy Banshee.
Oh, we
spend
should
the day
totally
fixing
have
it,
done that. We didn't think that
Good
through
one.
very well, did we?
Good one, idiots.
Well, it has to be 24 hours of uninterrupted work as well. So I don't know. Okay, well, I guess it really depends on how much you want Banshee to be an effective member of the unit.
Like a fair bit.
Because you guys,
Ideally, yeah, 100% would be fabulous.
Well, but like,
yeah,
you got to remember, he's got a cloaking field, and he's going to be fully ranged, right? It's not like he's going to be getting into things' faces. So, like, really, you could have him not do anything for a round, go invisible, and then like spring it on someone. Surprise!
Yeah. Can multiple people with engineering work on him simultaneously to...
No, it's a mechanic thing, not an engineering thing.
Is this a new day since when we brought him back, or is it not?
So this is the following.
So
then I can cast mending
mend him
again on him.
Yeah, you'd need to wait a little bit. So Ben, are you crafting these spell gems as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that takes 2 hours each.
Mm-hmm.
So right, like I said, it's about midday, 1 o'clock sort of thing. So by the time you're done with the spell gems, you could then cast mending again on Banshee, which would be an additional 1d4.
Ooh.
It's only 1d4. It's so rough.
Is there like a thing where if you take him to a workshop or something, you can repair him quicker or some shit like that? No. They really like hampered this shit, haven't they?
Yeah, there's a mechanic feat that I could take where he mends 25% of his hit points instead of 10% of his hit points. But I didn't take that.
There's a spell I could have learned that makes him pretty much whole, but it's like a whole second level spell, like entirely just to benefit.
Yeah, no. It's okay. He'll hopefully survive with his cloak and his range. Fingers crossed.
So now you have additional options, being that it is the next day. You can actually take as a part of a short rest, you can do repairs to Banshee to repair 10% of his HP. And then if you wanted to, you could spend a resolve point to give an additional 10%.
I'm totally doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a good
That
deal.
is a good deal.
So,
Alternatively,
Let him die.
There we go.
if you wanted to wait till tomorrow, sure, I'll let everybody work on him, and he'll go back to full HP.
Yeah, but then
Wait,
we've literally got
If
one
we wait
day.
until tomorrow.
We've got 1 day to like try
Yeah,
and take
nah,
down
this
the
is a trap.
Harbinger. Yeah.
It's a trap. Also, like character-wise, I feel like itching for a fight.
yeah.
Like I feel
Cool.
like we're probably gonna need 2 days to do this.
Go.
Who needs stamina anyway, right?
Do you want me to roll
Do
it?
Yes, please. Hurry up. Do it. Do it. Roll.
All right, that's a 3.
Oh, that's
good.
good. That's good.
all right.
Okay, so that's
13,
23
that's
hit points.
13. Yeah, no, 20.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. 20% of 50 is definitely 10. That's 13.
Okay.
Okay.
Burzen spends an hour using the synaptic accelerator, and it's like a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde thing where his muscles just like start getting huge.
Oh,
He
wow.
just starts getting ripped. He's punching a wall and starts cracking under the force. Swinging the sword around. He takes his armor off and he's just got his shorts on. And then he's got the cloak on. So he looks full barbarian. He's swinging his sword around, just getting a feel for it. It's really cool. It's really macho.
What a man.
Just like out in the biodome
With the food goop.
with the tree. No, he doesn't have a food goop this time. He's used it all. His
Alright.
skin looks amazing
Oh.
from the goop. It's
No
healed up all those
sign of
mosquito
mosquitoes.
bites. Yeah, healed them all up with no problems. He wore it as like a face mask overnight.
The cucumbers on the eyes as well.
So pretty.
He's glowing from the cloak and the accelerator. He's not sweating. He's just glistening. He looks like he's an oiled up Conan, the barbarian. Just like
God.
chopping down trees in the biodome with one fell swoop. Ah! Ah!
They're so pretty, but they must die. Yeah, I can totally see you just hacking
Yeah,
down the one
I
remaining
am really
forest.
pretty, right? Yeah, the only forest on Akaton, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to cost you a resolve point. Please make sure you track that.
I am removing it now.
The best part of my resolve right now is that I have 7 points.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I have 9. Well, I have 8 now.
I have 9 as well.
While we're on the talk of mechanical things as well, I know everybody's got weapons and items and stuff coming out their ears. Just make sure they are equipped or unequipped properly. So anything that is not on your person must be stowed in your backpack because, we do use encumbrance rules. You just have to be aware of how many weapons are on your person. Because if you wanted to, say, switch in combat or anything, then you'd need to draw it if it was not on your person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks to Dan.
Yeah.
We got 3 melee weapons, a rifle, and a sidearm.
I still haven't done a melee attack. I haven't done a melee attack this whole campaign.
Well, if you don't need that knife anymore, I'll take that kick-ass knife.
Yeah, sure, I'll give you the tactical knife, but I'm going to take the
Oh, you're going to give me a backup melee?
I've got the sentinel spear as well.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
I'm going to take the cold fusion out of it and put it into the Thrune blade though.
Okay.
Does Astra have any time spare, or did she spend like her entire time slot?
Tell me what you'd like to do, Murray.
Well, I feel like this is the ideal time to be spending time with Desna and sitting down and just trying to align, now that we've got all of the facts about Glaunder and having seen the depictions in the glyphs of what their plan was, to sort of like communicate that as best I can to her and see if she can guide me in some way. Give me an idea of, well, if she has any like insight into what to do or how to do it, or if she has like some cool people or butterflies or something that she wants to send in and like help us, that'd be cool too.
Maybe you got some friends that can hang with
yeah.
my friends,
Oh,
this would be
Desna,
cool.
I love you so much, Desna. If you wouldn't mind just
Yeah.
giving us some divine intervention on this next mission that we undertaking to take out Glaunder, your biggest enemy.
I do declare I need some divine intervention.
That's the one.
I mean, she is a Southern belle, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wave that white handkerchief and pray away. No, so you do pray. It doesn't take you as long. Like, repairing Banshee is a fairly quick thing for you to do. And you guys do have, like I said, you do have a few hours to do this. You're waiting for the mending spell. Deacon's crafting these spell gems or infusing them. Burzin is outside, practicing. I'm guessing, like, is it like blood sport?
No.
When he's up on the peak in
like,
Hong Kong and he's just
it's like in Conan the Barbarian, where he's like swinging the sword around out on the beach. It's like that
Right.
sort of
Train.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. There's like a mini beach in the biodome.
There's like a waterfall and it's a nice little lake with a sandy beach on it. 100%. Cutting down bamboo.
Yep. The caretaker comes out. Ah, my bamboo!
Oh, my precious antique.
It takes a long time to
precious
cultivate.
antique bamboo.
Oh, it's from Castrovel. Castrovelian bamboo. They don't grow it anymore. Oh, you've killed it. My retirement bamboo.
Oh, you were going to use that, huh? Sorry.
He cries and runs away.
Okay. Burzin just like, goes and hides behind the waterfall.
You find some treasure.
Oh! Always look behind the waterfall.
Always.
Yeah. So, Murray, you're praying, looking for a bit of guidance from Desna. Yes. Why don't you go ahead and give me a D100 roll?
Okay. Please be whatever I need. I don't know if I need ups or downs.
Please be whatever I need.
Well,
done.
I got a 0, 0, and a 4. So you can't get much lower than that.
Oh, so you got an actual 4.
Jesus.
I got an actual 4.
Okay, so you spend some time praying to Desna.
Mm-hmm.
After a few hours have passed, maybe you pop down into the kitchens, got a little bit of a bite to eat as well. You guys all meet in Xander Calderon's office, kind of just standing around this gate, knowing that it will take you on this journey to Harbinger. You have to activate it, which you haven't done yet, and then, as far as you know, step into it. You turn it on?
Yeah, we turn it on.
Turn it on.
Fortune favors the bold.
As a group, we all push the button together.
Four
Me.
fingers.
Me.
And
Shit.
we all go to press it,
Shit.
and like,
It just says,
Banshee comes in and just goes tweak straight underneath.
Yeah.
it says input error because there's too many people touching the screen.
Oh, it's a touch screen. Yeah, it's got no idea which one to go with.
No, you turn it on, boom, and you hear this kind of mechanical hum as you hear it charging up, and then there's this kind of vertical blue flash, and then it just shoots out into a spherical shape, and it's this almost electric looking like sphere that's gently humming atop this platform. It's about 3 feet in diameter.
3 feet.
Sawbones reaches up and you see the tendrils extend from the end of his fingers, and he just sort of wants to put the probes through the sphere to see if there's what it picks up on the other side. I'm imagining it's like a Stargate. Basically just wanting to check we're not going to walk into like a vacuum or a poisonous atmosphere.
Sure. You put these little electronical tentacle things go out, and as they touch this sphere, there's this bright flash as Sawbones is drawn into it.
Oh, insta-touch.
Sawbones!
Guys, come and get me!
He disappears before
Well,
he has a chance to call for help.
Time to shish this kebab as I jump in.
Off we go.
Okay.
Come on, Banshee.
Burzin just looks around like, yeah, okay, let's go.
He says to no one.
Leave me behind, okay?
Guys?
Okay, I'm only the one that's going to be swinging a sword.
Sawbones, in the instant that you touched this thing, you felt this cold feeling throughout your entire body. You saw these like strange colors and shapes as reality started to warp around you for an instant, and then you find yourself in an extremely dark room. It's cold, and you can hear the hum of engines. And this room is just lit up by this flash of blue, and then it's dark again.
Is there anything else in the room? Or is it just a big empty room?
What kind of vision does Sawbones have?
Dark vision, black and white only.
Okay. The light in here would be classified as dim light, so you can see. So it's kind of like, well, I guess almost like moonlight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you can see better than your average person.
Yeah. I whip out my injector pistol just to have it ready.
Yeah. As you're looking around, you can see that the first thing you feel is this kind of dampness in the air. It's a lot more humid than it was in the mansion. Probably even closer to what the temperature usually was in the biodome when it was operating at its full capacity.
It's roughly body temperature.
Oh, it's going to be all sweaty and gross in
Moist
here.
and body temperature in a meat chip.
Yeah.
It's like 30 between 34 to 38 degrees.
Yeah.
And as you're looking around, there's maybe a few little ambient lights and things like that, little dials or red dots, that sort of thing. And it almost looks like as if the walls are glistening a little bit.
Ugh. Are they kind of breathing? Is it like they're breathing?
No sooner do you notice this than there's another bright flash. And Deacon appears next to you.
Oh, hello, Deacon. Nice you followed me through. I was quite worried for a second there that I'd fucked it up somehow, you know?
Hey, man, we're going to back you up.
I appreciate it.
Now, I can't see shit, but I can hear your thoughts, I telepathically say to him.
And Astra, Banshee. Zoom, zoom.
Banshee, you okay?
Well, we're okay. It's just us in this room. And just you sort of see Sawbones like walk over to the nearest wall and just sort of touch it. And is there any cover or anything in this room, Tom? Like, I'm just trying not to be standing in front of the machine like an idiot.
Sure,
And then you hear, make way for Bosun! And everyone roll a reflex save.
He tumbles through.
Oh no! Don't
Okay.
do it!
So as everybody lands in Sawbones, you've walked up. This all happened fairly quickly, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
my description takes a certain amount of time, but the reality is Deacon was behind you quite quickly.
Yeah, seconds, right?
So as everybody's starting to appear and you've taken your first steps forward, sorry, you said you have low light, right?
Me, dark vision.
Oh, okay, yeah, great.
Bosun has low light vision. I can see in dim light as if it were normal. Jealous? Is everyone jealous?
As can I.
So jealous.
As you take a few steps forward, you can see that you're in a circular room. In the middle, I mean, it's not similar to what you stepped through, this gate. There just seems to be an area, like a circular area, where you appeared from, but there's no glowing blue sphere or anything like that. And as you move up to the walls, get a much closer look at them, yeah, you can see that they are almost glistening, and it's a little bit slick, maybe.
Oh no.
And
Ugh.
it's not that it's alive, but this isn't the regular starship hull.
Pulsing.
This is something. Yeah, this is definitely living up to its name of being some kind of biological ship,
A meat ship, if you will.
if you will.
Oh, I will.
Sawbones can't resist the temptation, and you just see him reach out and lick the wall. What does it taste like?
Fortitude save.
Tastes like
You're
death.
about to die.
It's the wall. It tastes like a fortitude save.
Can the ship
It's like a
roll a
fortitude
sense
save.
motive?
Is
It
this
senses a
good
very
lick?
sensual motive. The ship and I are going to get real acquainted.
Snarsberries taste like snarsberries.
Oh,
Meat
man.
chips taste like.
Give it a meat chips. I'm not kidding. Give me a fortitude save.
It was a 14 on the dice for a total of 20.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's warm, slimy, and bitter.
Bitter.
Oh, bitter.
Almost like a metallic, bitter
Bitter
metallic
is usually
taste.
an indicator of poison.
It is, yeah.
So like liver? Like it's kind of got a livery vibe?
Oh wow.
Look, man, I'm not getting into this. This is
So they go
disgusting.
with bacon and onion? That's what I'm thinking.
Take your English
Bacon? No,
awful
man.
eating shit.
It's
and
bitter
fuck
and
off.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm there.
It's filth.
Go eat some haggis, mate. Jesus Christ.
Nah. Haggis is all right, but. Okay, so you've done that. All right, and everybody else is also in this. Everybody else is also in this room.
Tom
You
hates,
can do
Tom
normal
hates
stuff
you
if
Yeah.
you
had to
want.
do that.
I'd like to do a perception to see if there's
Yeah.
like some sort of. I'm looking mechanic-y computer interfaces and stuff, like trying to work out if there's a way to get through doors, or if there is a door, or if we're literally sealed in a room of slimy, gross, bitter stuff.
Burzen's looking for cameras, doors,
Yeah.
places to hide, all kinds of shit.
All right, I'm with you.
Sure, cardboard boxes. So right now you're just in this spherical room, and you can see that on one end, on one side, kind of like behind where you guys. So if you turned around, you can see that there is a door there. Give me a perception check for all the other stuff.
Oh, another 6.
Okay, that is
15.
a 20. Oh god, 16. 28.
Jesus.
This room is quite bare. It's not a large room. It's maybe 30 feet across,
Oh, so it's not a big room.
and there's no computer interfaces in here.
Yeah, so it's just like an entryway. It's like
It's
A foyer.
The teleport room.
A vestibule.
The entry port. So on the map that we got of the ship downloaded from the office space, did it have like a
Good movie.
a map layout, like a room by room? You are here, and then walking through to the areas. Like, was that in part of the blue the Bluetooth?
There's the thing that just says Xander Calderon is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flashing light. So yeah, you guys do have the schematics.
Okay, so compared to where we do we know where we are and what this leads out to?
Okay, so looking at this, I mean, you've got a pretty high passive computer skill anyway. So I'll say if you just take a minute to look at this, you can interpret it. And you can see that where you've arrived is on a lower level at the rear of the ship.
Okay.
There's a passageway that leads out, and that next section is labeled as having some of these biopods in there. And it's connected to many, many more.
Would we know a route up to, main deck? Bad guys area?
Yeah, sure. There's a secret vent, and you guys can just go straight there.
Do we have to go pass through the
No, I'm kidding.
biopods in order to get there, or is there like a particular route?
Yeah, so this is the only way out of this area is through to there.
I mean, yeah, we want to kill Calderon, but shouldn't we try to scupper the ship, take out the engines or something?
Yes, we need to stop it from getting to the its destination.
To
ideally.
Absalom.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do that, they'll repair it. And they'll kill us and repair it. I don't disagree, but also, it's like a temporary setback. You want to stop it, you got to stop. Yeah, stop the people giving orders.
Do we know how many people are on this ship? Did we find that out?
No.
Do we have a sense of how many people it could? Are we on 1,000-person starship like the Enterprise, or are we on 30 people in a fucking bird of prey sort of vibes?
You don't know what the living complement or unliving complement of this ship is.
Yeah, so we know that there should be some Eoxian priestess
Well,
people.
there could be. Well, bone sages.
Well, that's what bone sages.
maybe-
That's
Do they
what-
sleep? Do you reckon the Eoxians
Do they sleep?
being undead?
I don't think
Yeah,
undead
do they
things
need
sleep.
sleeping quarters and shit? Or are they all
Well,
just
I guess,
I'm
Dracula
at my
sleeps,
computer.
so maybe.
Dracula sleeps?
No.
I believe they. I don't
Yeah.
believe they sleep.
Bloody Draculas.
That's why they're so productive, man.
Hey, when you think about it, not sleeping is a real space saver. You could fit so many more people on a starship, not needing them to have beds
Yeah.
and stuff.
Especially if you didn't have to eat.
I mean, you could make
And
it
so
you're
much more
rostering
life.
for your schedule, so much easier.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
True.
Just
You're
continue
just
Double
to
shift.
always on.
Yeah.
The sort of
Always on.
workers' union would have a hard time convincing, people not to work more than 8 hours a day, right? I feel
Well,
like
I
if
mean,
you
if
don't
you
have
don't
to
day.
need
sleep,
to rest,
You need
right?
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a night as well.
The W, the undead
not a lot of
union.
work-life balance, yeah.
But then, you mean work-unlife balance, right? Because
True.
how much enjoyment
Do they
are you
have to
really
exercise and shit? They probably don't even need to
getting?
do that. Or eat.
Their muscles,
Really? They don't
don't,
need to
their
eat.
muscles don't atrophy or get bigger, surely, right?
But do you think downtime's important for their mental health and stuff, though, still? Or,
No.
are they getting burnt out because they're working 20 hours a day or whatever?
But they don't get tired. Hey, we could talk about the philosophies of undead workers' rights till the cows come home. Till
It's
Dracula
true.
rises, mate.
Was Dracula undead? Yes, he kind of
Yes,
was, wasn't he?
dear. Yes.
Very
Oh, man.
clearly?
Classic undead.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
the
gosh.
undead.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing? You find yourselves in this circular
Yes.
room.
Well, we perceived nothing but doors, yeah?
Okay, yeah, but seriously, the ship itself is like a kilometers long ship, or is it like a frigate sort of thing?
Like halfway between a frigate and a capital ship sort of thing. So it's extremely large.
So we would probably need a cart, an Austin Powers cart, to get around the place with any kind of speed. When we look at this map, are we able to identify any critical areas? Like unlife support or fucking engines, engineering,
Life support.
medical bay, any of that stuff?
Sure. In the port and starboard sides and towards the rear are where these biopods are situated. Below you as well on a lower deck is where the engineering/engine room is. Right at the front of the ship is the bridge, but that's also where you saw this massive power, this summoning gate portal thing.
Yeah. Because, like, that's what I'm saying. If we're closer to engineering, we could at least do some damage, if not catastrophic damage, then at least some damage. Draw some of their forces there. I might be wrong, but I'm thinking, like, the ship is big enough that we could essentially escape through another area and evade the security forces that come and try and stop us. And then make our way to a different part of the ship. So then instead of just going to where this massive concentration of power is and attacking it straight on, we could cause some confusion and then attack them when they're, like, misdirected, right?
I think that's a very good plan, Dan.
Is there some kind of conveyance that gets around the ship? Do we know that at all? Or is it just you walk around?
That's a very good question.
Not that is shown on these schematics.
Okay,
I
cool.
feel like we're walking, right? We don't want to be like on the fucking public bus, you know?
we just go past a bunch of undead going the other way. It's like, oh, hey guys.
So just quickly as well, you know, what I will say is as you do look at these schematics, and you had before, this doesn't look like a regular starship and the normal things that a normal starship would have. And I mean, you know this to be a fairly single-purpose ship.
Yeah. Create more meat people.
Okay. Well, I think we should do that. I think we should go and create a diversion, attempt to slow them down from their destination, and then sort of create a bit of a, you know, distract and attack type strategy.
Divide and conquer sort of stuff. So Burzen's going to go to the doorway and draw his advanced plasma bolter and, like,
Sure.
open the door, and just he's going to peek out.
Sure, okay. And yeah, the door opens up. You look down, and it is a long hallway. It's similarly lit out in this hallway. It's fairly dim light in there. You can't really see anything.
This hallway seems clear, guys.
All right.
Do we have an idea of which way we would go to get to the lower deck? Or we're really just taking a guess to go left or right?
We do have the schematic for the ship, so...
We do.
Cool. So if you'd like to spend some more time studying the schematics to plot out a route, you could do that.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Who's got the map? Who's got the
We
map?
all do.
Oh, okay. Silly me.
It was downloaded onto the little, like, wristpad
Personal
things.
computer
We'll
thing.
go, all right,
Yeah,
so we're
that's
going to
the one.
pop the map open and go, like, which way is to the engine room?
You are here.
Let's see which way we would go to get down to engineering or to the engine bay or whatever.
Yeah.
And start heading that way. Maybe look for
Yeah.
another room we can duck into or something along the way.
Little ducky side room on
Yeah.
the way, yeah.
Because,
yeah.
like, again, if there's any kind of sensor that sets off when someone comes through the portal, they know
on their way.
someone's here.
Yeah.
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 So-
Cool. Can we, as we're traveling stealthily, can I also keep an eye out for any vents or hidey holes or like little areas we could duck off to the side?
Alcoves,
Sure.
niches.
So if
Niche.
everybody's moving stealthily, then I'll need stealth checks from everybody, please.
Okay.
Oh, that's another fucking 6. This dice can fuck off.
21.
19.
27.
Oh,
And Banshee got 14.
Okay. Mark, if you're perceiving while you're moving, you can make a perception check, but you're going to take a -4 to that.
Well, it was a natural 20 for a 32 minus 4.
So 28.
28.
No, you don't see any vents or anything in this hallway.
Okay.
cool. Any cameras or sensors or something as we're moving along?
Or traps.
I mean, you're talking about 3 separate
Yeah.
perception checks there. If you'd
just
like to
one-
make
like-
them, please.
Burzen wants to just look up in the corners to see if there's any cameras.
Okay, yeah, a glance up doesn't reveal any obvious cameras.
Cool. Well, we head on down the road.
Okay, you get to the end of this hallway. It's maybe 20, 30 meters long sort of thing. It's quite a long hallway.
Yep.
And there is another door with a similar button on the side, same as the one you saw before.
All right. Well, off to the side. Everybody out of the way. Out of the way.
It's quite a thin hallway. You're not going to be able to get as much cover
Yeah.
as you did before.
Okay. Well, I'm going to push the button anyway. I mean, we've got to go through. Weapons drawn.
Two on either side. Two on either side, just hugging the wall, just so we
Great.
like they can't open fire directly into us as the door opens. if there's
Yeah.
anyone in there. Ba-chang!
You open the door, and the dim light is suddenly interrupted by this kind of eerie green glow
Ooh, gross.
and these strange, almost bubbling sounds. Blah, blah, blah. As you look through the door, you can see the walls are stacked high, lined almost as far as you can see with these green biopods.
Wow.
Ooh.
Can we see what's in the biopods?
Have to go up and inspect them, I'd say.
So at this distance, it's kind of just like a green haze.
Yeah, Burzin just wants to peer in, see if there's any movement, any shadows moving around past these green lights.
Yeah, perception check.
That's a 21.
Doesn't look like there's anything in this immediate area.
Cool.
Is there any like computer interface like what they have on cryopods and stuff that you could go up and interact with, or it's just literally just like, what am I seeing?
It's almost like an egg shape that's been cut in half. And the bottom half of this thing looks similar to the ship walls. It looks like it's biological. And then the top has a slight
Yeah, like the
convex shape to it.
dome thing on it,
Yeah, and you can see this green haze within it. At this distance, you can't see any kind of interface.
Okay, should we press on?
Yeah. Burzin looks at everyone. It looks clear, guys. Let's go. And like gives them the move in hand motion. These pod, are they pod things? They're like roughly humanoid size looking things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perhaps slightly larger.
Yeah.
So you'd like to go right up to these things?
Yeah.
As you get closer, you can see that there is a dark shape
Oh,
within one of these.
Embryo style.
this is like their army or some shit. And there's like, this is a massive room, like a Indiana Jones type warehouse sort of thing.
It's kind of like the Matrix pods.
Yeah.
That-
You know,
yeah.
it's like that sort of vibe. So
And they're like stacked up
everywhere
against the walls and
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
like rows of them going down into this room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Can I spend a little bit of time with the biopod? I want to use my custom micro lab to try to like scan it and kind of identify the creature that's inside.
Sure. Your microlab does physical science, is that correct?
It does living and unliving creatures.
Nice.
So it does both a life science and physical science, depending on if it's living or unliving.
You still need to roll a check, though, right?
I
Or does
do.
it just automatically do this?
No, I need to roll a check.
Okay, well then grab that dice, buddy. Roll that puppy.
Roll away.
It was only a 7, but I've got a...
Plus
Plus
30. Yeah.
Yeah. You can attempt this check untrained, and you always treat your die roll result as a 20. Sorry, so I didn't even need to roll the die. Should be a 33 or 32
Okay.
or something. 35, sorry.
Yeah, you because the skin on this is quite hazy, you don't really have a clear picture of what this is. But what I will say is the shapes, plural, that you see once you start studying this, moving inside of this, they look vaguely humanoid in shape, in that there's a body,
Yeah.
2 arms, 2 legs.
But there's multiple of them inside one pod.
Yeah, at
Ooh.
least this one.
Are they smaller than a human, and there's multiple in there, or...
There's
So
packed in there.
they're
Yeah, like tadpoles.
Like hot dogs.
yeah, these things that like this pod is quite large, so it's like larger than say a large human would be. Like a Vesk could lie down in there quite comfortably.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And these shapes are the size of maybe Astra. So like 5 and change.
Yeah. So yeah, like not big humanoids.
Yeah. Kind of skitty.
Can I try and identify what these pods are, or like the make of them or something?
Sure. Sure you can.
I've got a sneaking suspicion I know what they are, or at least
Okay.
who might have made them.
You can give me maybe a culture check.
So 23.
I mean, it looks similar in make to some of the Eoxian
Yeah.
stuff you've seen before.
Like
You've had plenty of run-ins with Eoxians,
Yep.
and this looks similar to their stuff. You can't say if it is exactly.
yeah, because Daniel knows that they like they do vat grown fucking augments and stuff like that. Like they make this stuff and they sell it. So what's to say that they can't do the same and make actual ambulatory creatures or mindless creatures or something?
Yeah. You talking about necrografts?
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they take people and turn them into undead, like ghouls and zombies and shit like that. Again, what's it like? Because they've got these biovat things. What's to say they're not just like creating an army that way, like from the biomass that they've cultivated? Yeah, like I'm sure Burzin would know at least some of that, if not all of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the long and short of what you guys got before. A lot of these things pipe into different areas of the ship, right?
And yeah, like they're stacked up like a warehouse sort of thing. Like this place is crazy. And like this room is massive, yeah? It's like if we keep looking down, like it goes past our dark vision or our low light vision or whatever.
I think a few of you can actually see as if it were a normal light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the length of this one is easily, 50 meters long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
They're stacked probably 8 high. And they're fairly close to each other. A person can walk in between them.
There's like rows between them all.
Yeah.
So it's literally like being in a warehouse full of these things.
Yeah.
And we've just walked in, like we've essentially walked into the door and gone to like the first group of them that we've seen.
That's correct.
Looking down these rows, are there breaks in them? Can we see down to any other doorways down the end of these rows? Like, is it 5 rows across? You can just look down all of the aisles and see what's going on.
Well, looking at the schematics before, you know that this is just one of these areas that houses these.
Oh, shit.
And there are more to the port and starboard side.
Oh, they're going to crash into Absalom and just unleash all of these fucking creatures on the place. Yeah, fuck.
We need to stop them from getting to Absalom.
Well, yeah, like...
Can we unplug these things? Like, is that a thing? Can we turn some of them off? Or can we rig it so that they can turn off? Like, is there, like, big power cables hanging out?
Flesh cables that plug into them. Tendrils.
Just a plug.
Yeah.
It's like, just turn the switch off. Oh, okay, well, there you go. That was easy.
Oh, no, our secret plan. If only we had backup power cables.
Yeah, I told you should have sprung for the generator.
The generator was too much, Barry. I told you that. You're Sander Calderon.
How do you think I got this rich, huh? By saving where I can.
I've actually run out of money years ago. I've been living off loans.
All right, give me engineering to see if you can see if this is see if you can make sense of this in a mechanical way.
Yeah. All right, that is a 26.
26. It doesn't seem to have any visible power cables or couplings or anything. This thing, as you get round to the back, maybe looking where plugs or hoses or anything would logically be, it's as if it's a part of the wall and it's smooth and just comes out.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
it's
so the
even
meat ship
creepier.
is powering the. Oh my god!
It's just like connected into the environment around it. It's like full. This is a full on biomechanical sort of like meat place.
That makes
It's
it
like
really
it's a living creature. The ship is an alive being.
Is it sentient? Is the real question.
Like, one of the things I want to find out, Tom, and I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I kind of want to find out whether either the liquid that the people things are floating in or the ship itself are susceptible to any sort of poison or anything like that. Like, I want to use my chem analyzer and kind of all the sensors and shit that I've got to try to work out if there's any
sneezing.
Anything I could synthesize or create, or any gas that we could flood the place with that might.
Let's not start the gas thing again.
Maybe that mushroom goop. You remember that plant that you got?
We'll make the meat ship drowsy for 1d4 rounds.
Yeah.
And crash it into a star or something.
You could take a sample of the ship if you want to and actually analyze it instead of just lick it.
I want to.
Okay.
Makes a lot more sense.
I may lick it at the same time, but...
All right, so you take a little scraping and start analyzing it. So again, I'm going to ask for life science. You can probably just use your... Is your chem analyzer the same as your micro lab?
Just looking.
So it gets the auto 20?
Grants a +4 circumstance bonus
Well, that's circumstantial.
I think I need to roll here. I think I just take a +4.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got like a +17 on this roll.
+19.
Jesus
+19 on the
Christ.
roll. 18 +19, so 37.
7.
Wow. Okay. As you're analyzing, you're getting multiple hits on this. It's as if
Oh,
there was like a blended up sludge
Yes.
of multiple creatures.
it's every.
And
Oh my god.
you're sensing all of these.
Yeah.
One thing that flags in your system there is that there's actually some capaxy in there. Your computer does actually recognize that.
It's everything. It's all of these places that they sent all these
It's all
things
the-
to.
yeah.
They took all these samples, and I bet, like all of the workers from the estate are mixed in with his ship as well.
Oh no!
All been sacrificed.
He
Barry.
realised just
Wanda.
before he left it, he wanted like an extra ensuite, so he's like, all right, all you workers, that's it. Into the,
Everyone
into
into the
shredder.
vat.
Sweet.
Everyone
Yeah.
into the vat. Melt them
Hey guys,
down.
your bonus is inside. Just jump in there.
We're gonna go for a company swim.
What's that sign on the side? Ah, don't worry about it.
This is fucking dark.
And you wanted to also check this liquid.
Is the ship, just before we move off the ship, is it like, I get that there's all these different kind of DNA and biomass or whatever in it, but are they?
Yeah.
Is it actually living? Like, is it fed by blood vessels and it needs oxygen and it needs these things? Or is it just literally using the biomass as like a structure?
Like as it moves, the outside dies and atrophies away because it's in the vacuum of space, and it's just replaced by the grown part underneath.
Yeah.
That's hideous.
You can't really get that from this. And I mean, like, it's just, one short exposure of it. Maybe if you wanted to do like a longer term thing, it might take a little while and you could do it. But even just glancing where you scraped away some of this material, you can see, I mean, you might describe it as blood.
Yeah.
But as you scrape this away, it is slightly, there looks to be some kind of fluid that has appeared there. It's quite viscous. It's not like like a wound
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something, but like maybe it's almost like it's weeping.
Yeah.
It's like a
Like a
plasma
weeping
or
soul.
something. Like a
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
really gross.
Yeah. And then
So
can I
it's
run the
definitely
same?
juicy. It's very juicy.
so
Juicy.
juicy.
Juicy. I'll run the same test on the liquid inside the vat if I can get to it.
Yeah, in the pod.
Yeah, so I mean, as you looked at it before, you can see that it does have this like a skin on it
Ugh.
that is containing it. So you could access it if you like poked in.
It's like a membrane.
What do you think,
Is that what
boys?
you're saying? It's
Do
a
we-
membrane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do
like
we
a thing. It's
poke?
like the
Yeah.
stuff in the Matrix. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you've got
That's what it
syringes,
is.
right? Like, just poke a
Yeah.
syringe in, see what's going on inside. Twist it
Cool.
around. Come
Who
on,
thinks this
Dennis.
is a bad idea?
It's not great.
Ben's saying this is a bad idea.
It's not a good idea.
No?
Maybe we'll all walk down the hallway to the other end.
Yeah,
while you do
okay.
this.
All right, so I pull out my sharpest syringe
God, it's gonna do it.
and I
Don't do it.
I take a little sample
Barbed.
using my syringe.
Barbed. It's one of the barbed ones.
Oh shit! He tears it open.
All this goop just splashes out onto my
Yeah. And they're just like,
Yep.
monsters start coming out of it.
Yeah, you poke it in and you draw out a sample, and as you're doing it, it's actually really like you encounter some resistance
It's so
poking it in,
thick.
and eventually it like goes in and just
Gross.
and it like flicks in almost, and it kind of
Yeah.
like slaps back a little bit, and you see like some of this liquid
Ripples.
inside is like it's gone right down to the head of the syringe at the base of the needle, and you see some of the liquid is starting to pool around it as it's quite a like a vicious snapback.
Yeah.
And you start pulling the syringe, but like this stuff is pretty thick,
So thick.
and you really have to
It's like a thick shake.
work at it to get some of this
Need a
stuff
bigger
out.
straw.
Gross.
Yeah, it's like an all syrup slushy.
It's a thick straw.
Squishy.
yeah.
And
Okay,
then
you
immediately
manage-
Sawbones gets sucked in. Oh no!
Save me.
Yeah, you managed to get some of it out.
Cool. Well, then I put it into my chem analyzer and take a reading.
You
Yeah.
run the centrifuge, the mini centrifuge you've got in your wrist.
He just spins it around. on
Oh,
the
that
end
would
of
be
a string.
cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's like on a watch.
Yeah.
That's sick. Well, I think it's like the
It's
Batman's belt, like something that pops out.
Yeah, it's like a mini computer fan. You just like put the little vial in there.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
It's canon.
Okay.
It's there.
Yep, 100%. You check out this liquid, and it's the closest thing that your computer figures for this is like what would be present in the womb of a mammal
Yeah. Yep.
as something is growing.
Yeah.
Embryonic fluid.
Yeah.
Is there any way to stop them from growing? To just unplug them?
I mean, surely, like everything you're getting is that these are growing things.
Yeah, but it's like
There
a
potentially is a
biological
way.
thing or a magical thing, right? It's not like you can key into a data pad and be like, stop process.
No, but you could
Right?
like
That's like
inject something like large concentrations of magnesium or something and just have them
there's like
stop.
thousands of these things in this warehouse, and there's two other warehouses with fucking probably more of these things in it. Like
yeah.
It seems to me
Yeah.
like there are two reasons to have vats of grown individuals: army or food. You know what I mean? Army for undead, creepy weirdos that it's going to be annoying, or mosquitoes gotta feed, right? Mosquitoes gotta gestate. There was that vision everybody had where Calderon let them feed off of him and stuff. So, I don't know. Either or. I
both,
feel
yeah.
like we should be moving
Yeah.
or figuring this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are we? I don't think we're gonna stop this room
No.
full of them.
Like as
Right.
super interesting as this has all been, like we've got to keep moving.
Engine room.
This is a crazy ship as well, because like if anyone were to do life scans on it, they would just get crazy amounts of biological readings, and anything that's undead on here wouldn't show up anyway. So
Yeah.
it's like it's the perfect ship.
Okay, so you wanted to move on forward.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
move on. We try to be
Okay.
like, and the things in there don't seem to be conscious at all, right? Like we're not going to walk past one and they're going to like
Jump out.
jump scare us up on the dome, up on the membrane. Ah!
Okay. So
Oh, they are totally going to get us.
you continue forward.
Yes.
Come on, Sawbones, we got to keep going. Let's go.
Make your way forward along these rows, and you get towards the end, and you can see that the pods stop, and then it opens up. There's a large, almost like not doorways, more like passageways that lead off to the left.
Yeah, like corridors that just go off.
Yeah, to the left and to the right, and then at the front there's a kind of larger area as well, and you can see at the end of that there are like a set of very large doors. You make your way and you're approaching the junction.
Okay. So looking at the schematics, the corridors, do we get an idea of where they would lead off to?
Yeah, so these ones, on the schematics, they looked like they led to more of these
Oh yeah, the
pods,
chambers. Yeah, okay.
the pod storage.
Oh yeah, because there's one on the left. Yeah, so they kind of go off to the left or right, and then there's the big set of doors in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then beyond that, there was like, it was labeled as, it was just labeled as pods.
Keep
Keep going
keep
through
on
the pods.
keeping on towards engineering.
Yeah, as you walk through past this intersection, you hear a voice.
Shit.
You shouldn't be here. And as you turn, you see off to the right-hand side, almost mid-step, as if walking towards where you guys were, you can see there is this ghastly-looking, ancient, undead thing kind of hanging over, hunched, wearing this torn up lab coat with goggles on its head.
Like human looking, like maybe once was.
Yeah, maybe once was a human.
It's like a ghoul or
And-
some shit.
As you turn to see, just He gives this smile, and half of the teeth are missing. The other half are rotten and nasty.
Ah!
And everybody roll for initiative.
No, we're
But we're going to leave our episode there.
Oh, no!
Oh,
Star Raiders is an Arcane Focus Network production. Be sure to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You'd be amazed how much it helps us spread the word. Looking for more adventure? Head to arcanefocusnetwork.com.